Hi everyone! Today I thought I'd talk about a topic that is very close to my heart, and that is keeping fit. So I'm going to combine it with a what's in my gym bag. Whew, dusty. So as you can see, it's not a very sexy bag. So the very first thing is 2 dumbbells. They are 1/2 kilogram, probably too light actually. I bought these from Amazon for probably about $3.99, maybe including postage, and it was actually for the 30-day shred. When I went on the 30-day shredders Facebook forum, I asked the majority to see what the majority were using, and they were using something like 2-3 kilograms. I ended up finding some 2.5 kilogram ones from the charity shop, and when my arms got too tired, I just moved on to these. So that's the only time I've actually used those properly. If anything, my dog thinks they are chew bones, hence the teeth marks. Then I have these stretchy doodah things. I can't say I've ever used those. I have a money belt, not quite fanny pack, bum bag. It's just really just to hide under my clothes, just so I don't look like an idiot. But I don't know if I'd wear this again, because the last time I actually used this, my fiance asked me to go to the shop right after a run, and I lost my card reaching for a poo bag for the dog. So no, maybe it's just me. And the last thing I swear by is my shock sock, which is for my very large smartphone. It's a Sony Xperia Z1. It should fit most smartphones, so I bought this for about £8 on Amazon, and I just tie it to my arm there with a Velcro strap. I do have to double strap it though. Then you've got a little hole there for your earphones, and that is brilliant. It is touchscreen. The only thing is I can't turn my volume up and down very well, so that's the only bugbear. Oh, and I found another thing which I totally forgot, is my earphones, which are wireless. These I think are just brilliant, although they're a bit awkward to start off with. I think they're about £15 on Amazon, and you can control the volume like a lot of them now. At the side, quite heavy, but I do have to carry around my spare pair as well on the odd occasion, because it doesn't give you much of an alert to say when the power's gone. But it's great for when you're running and you just don't have that cable really getting in your way. And the one thing that I hate about earphones is when you accidentally yank it, and that really bugs me. So I don't get that with this. Oh, those are Bludio. I've never heard, but I love them. And just some basic cheap ones I got for a couple of £, some Samsung ones on Amazon, because I lost my other pair. Other thing is, I'm wearing it's a really boring top, but because it's so cold outside, I just wear this. I don't wear anything underneath. It's a thermal running top, and it's by Campri, and it was like £1 or £2 from Sports Direct. I just had a bit of a spending spree, bought quite a few things from there. And I've got some Karrimor tights with some reflective strips, zip pocket at the back, which is for poo bags, because my dog has to regularly, like clockwork, have 2 poos mid-run, and I actually tie him to my waist and we go running together, because he's a border collie and he needs tiring out. And my house key goes in that little back pocket. It's a pretty cool team we've got going on. But charade you are, folks. I'm not even a member of a gym. So that is where I'm going to talk to you about how I maintain my Slimming World Target member status. It's been a long time since I was a member of a gym. And to be honest, I'll start going for a couple of months and I just find it really boring and just stop going. So I thought I'd actually talk to you about my combination of how I maintain my weight. And there's 3 key things that I do. And that is I have a Fitbit, and it tracks my steps. This is one of the best things I can suggest. It isn't a heart rate monitor. I have asked my fiance or Santa for the for one of the latest ones that are coming out, but it's coming out in early January or late January or something like that. And so I've said I can wait. This works perfectly fine. I use this and it keeps me motivated because it also syncs up with MyFitnessPal. All the food that I eat, I actually log onto MyFitnessPal. Now, I know that sounds really tedious, but it's so easy to do. And to be honest, if you are doing the Slimming World program, you're meant to be logging all your foods on in the diary anyway. But I never did that. I used to just mentally count my sins. And the third thing is I just follow the general rules of Slimming World. Like, I will make sure I have my healthy extra A, my healthy extra B, which is your fibre, and your dairy. I make sure I have those. And I probably have just 2 sins, well, between breakfast and my lunch. And when it comes to an evening meal, I tend to save my sins or my naughty calories, because that's when I start craving. So I need to make sure I've got enough left for a chocolate bar, this, that and the other. And just by logging through the day, logging your food onto MyFitnessPal, and this talks to MyFitnessPal. It then tells me, Vicky, you've got an extra 600 calories to eat. Yay! So that could be a chocolate bar, it could be crisps, and it just works perfectly for me. And just by joining Slimming World last year, it was actually it was this time last year actually. I only wanted to lose 2 stone. But my clothes weren't fitting me anymore. They were a little bit on the snug side. I felt quite uncomfortable and I just didn't feel myself. And everything changed. I started working from home. So I was near my kitchen. I'd have really just, I wouldn't indulge. I'd just have toast here, toast there. I was always really hungry and always limiting myself, yet I was still putting weight on. And so the very first thing I always do is look on YouTube and Google and do hours of research. So I ended up joining a Slimming World group because it was actually Stephanie Connolly on YouTube. She did a video about the introduction to Slimming World, and just as soon as she said you can eat unlimited free foods, super free food, it sold it to me. But at the time my fiance said, just do some exercise. How boring is that? I just thought, no way. I'm eating as much as I want, whenever I want, and just doing it that way. And it took me 6 months to lose the almost 2 stone. And I did it gradually, and I didn't starve myself because I absolutely love my food. I'm just one of these people that I can't skip meals. My stomach would be in so much pain if I did. And another great YouTuber I have to recommend is Elaine Jones. Elaine 12 Jones. It's just easy to remember that. And she'd film all of her Slimming World meals during the week. YouTube was just so great for recipe inspiration. So many people that they've told me they want to lose weight, and I'll tell them what works for me. And I'll say, you've got to join Slimming World, it's brilliant, or get a Fitbit. And you just know it's going in one ear, out the other, thinking, I'm talking to the wrong people here. So I thought I'd create a YouTube video to see if it inspires anybody out there, because this really does work. If you do want to consider doing the Fitbit and the MyFitnessPal alone, that is something I have wondered myself whether I should have done that or not. But to be honest, Slimming World is brilliant just for teaching you how to eat healthier. For example, like completely cut all fat off your meats. Make sure you have fat-free yogurts, fat-free dairy products where you possibly can, or just go for the lighter options. I must admit, I did not entertain any exercise at all while I was doing Slimming World. I was adamant I wasn't going to do any until I became a Target member, but I wasn't in the right frame of mind at the time. I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to eat myself thin and then tone up later. The final one that I really have to rave on about so much, because I'm about to go for a run right after this video, is the NHS Couch to 5 program. Now, there's so many apps out there, Again, all of this is completely free. All you need to pay for is the equipment. I live on a main road, and if me and my fiance see people or saw people running past our house, running in the rain, it's cold, we'd actually sit there and laugh like, oh, look at that mentalist. And I am officially one of those mentalists. I used to hate running and I would never run for anything. I just wasn't very good at it, and I've learned I was doing it all wrong. I'm not really strict with sins anymore. Sins just don't interest me that much. It's just the calories do. On the NHS website, there is a list of all the recommended healthy eating programs, and talks about all the pros and cons. One of the cons about Slimming World was it doesn't teach you about how many calories you consume. When I started using my Fitbit with MyFitnessPal, I decided to log all of my Slimming World meals, and I was in total shock. I was eating 1,000 calories every breakfast time because I would make sure I had a sin-free Slimming World breakfast. So that is why I decided to focus more on the calories. I'm more aware now. It certainly did teach me a hell of a lot. So I'm now going to go and do my run, and I really hope I taught somebody how to do it on a much cheaper scale, but I will leave all the links on the down bar. And thank you to those that I've mentioned as well that got me into healthy eating in the first place. So I'm off skis. I'm going to put my strap on and I'm off. Hi all, I thought I'd finish the vlog with a authentic finish of the week 7 programme. So excited that I finished it. Nose is running. I'm not too sweaty, that's actually face cream. I've been thinking about a few things while I was running around that I totally forgot. Well, first of all, I found a lamppost, well, sorry, a one-way sign, just so I've got something for my dog to piss on. But here is the how I tie the dog lead to me, and had to mention the reason I decided to start looking for free alternative forms of exercise was because I'm a northern girl from Doncaster, and I'm used to northern prices, and I'm in Warwickshire now, and when I inquired about a local gym where I had full use of the facilities and loads of different classes, they wanted a minimum of about £32 a month, and there was no way I was paying that when all my mates up north are paying £9.99 a month with loads of free classes to go to. And I get bored so easily, so I've got to keep myself keep my mind active with all these different types of exercise. So look, it's Christmas, look. I should really be doing my 5-minute cool down, but I've got a 5-minute walk home anyway, and I kind of want to show you our cool little Borkington village Christmas tree. We're nearly there. And there's our cool Christmas tree. Oh, I just think that's so cool. I've already taken a photo of myself next to it for Instagram, but you couldn't see my face very well because the light was behind me. So anyway, I officially have to go home for my tea, but after each run, because a run releases endorphins that I never thought would happen. It's like learning to ride a bike. You just remember quite a few key rules of just slow progress and just pacing yourself and breathing. So 25 minutes, it didn't feel too harsh at all, and I'm pretty damn confident I could do 30 minutes. So I'm officially out of here.